Hey everybody, Brine from Innisfil Creek Honey. I thought I would invite you into my home for Thanksgiving and let you know what I'm feeding my family on this Thanksgiving holiday. Feeding people and feeding my family is quite important to me. I really enjoy feeding people. I love the smile on their face when they're full. I love their ache in their belly when they're cramped so much they ate so much food. So I love to put on quite the spread. So this Thanksgiving, we're having our family over, and this is what we're having. We also like to support local. So this year we're having squash. We picked up squash from a neighboring farm that's our family farm over in Innisfil, Ontario. We're also feeding a second vegetable. We have our Brussels sprouts from Hillside Farms. Hillside Farms also supplied our free-range turkey that we're having. They made the sourdough bread we'll be serving with our turkey. We're also cooking a brisket up that we got from a local butcher shop. The briskets, for those people that don't really like turkey like myself, I'd prefer to have brisket. And with our turkey this year, we've been playing around a little bit, or I've been playing around a little bit with using honey instead of sugar in a lot of things. We're going to do a honey brine on our turkey to try to moisten it up before we put it on our smoker. And then tomorrow morning we'll be putting both the turkey and the brisket on our smoker and smoking them for about 10 to 12 hours each for Thanksgiving dinner. So to get our turkey ready, very simple making a brine. We have a 5-gallon pail. In that 5-gallon pail, we're going to put 4 liters of very hot water. We want to put very hot water in there, and only the 4 liters, because we need to melt or dissolve salt. We're going to use about 2 gallons of water, which is about 8 liters. And in 8 liters of water, you want to dissolve 2 cups of salt. So this is a kosher salt. So we'll throw 2 cups of kosher salt in there. We're also going to put in a little bit of acid to change this more to an acid. We're putting in about 1/3 of a cup of white vinegar. You can also use apple cider vinegar or red wine vinegar or any of those. I just find it imparts too much flavor into my turkey, and I don't want to add flavor to the turkey. I just want to use the vinegar to change the acidity. Then we're going to add 1 kilogram of our Innisfil Creek honey. We're using 1 kilogram because I make the honey and honey is free to me. And the more honey we can use, the more sugars will be used to dissolve into the turkey, imparting more flavor and moisture into the honey. Or into the turkey. So then once we've added the ingredients to our warm water, we'll stir that mixture up, dissolving the salt and the honey in there. And once the salt and the honey is dissolved in the water, before we can add our turkey, we're going to add a whole bunch of ice to that water. We're adding the white ice to increase the volume. So we put 4 liters of water in here. We want to increase the volume of water to about 8 liters. The ice will do that. It'll also cool that hot water down. So once we've dissolved the salt and honey, we now want that water to be cool. So when we add our turkey to that water, the turkey isn't starting to warm up or cook in there. So we've created our brine. We will now get our turkey and stick it in the brine solution. It's a little bit bigger, so we'll have to jam it down in there. Now you want to get enough water to throw in that mixture to completely cover the turkey. Off camera, I'll add a little bit more to cover the turkey up. And then after you've covered the turkey up, you want to put your lid on. You put your lid on the turkey, then you'll put this lid and turkey into your refrigerator. So after we're done and I've topped it up a little bit with water, I'll put it into our refrigerator over at the shop. and let it sit for a minimum of 12 hours. Okay? Now, going on to our brisket. Our brisket this year, I've made up a mixture of spices that I like. And this is a bunch of different spices. Any kind of dry rub will do, whatever you like the flavor of. And we're just going to get the brisket ready so that it can sit with the dry rub on it and start absorbing some of those flavors over the next 12 hours. So we'll sprinkle our dry rub on the one surface, rub it in quite liberally, try to cover it everywhere we can get, turn over our brisket, do the back side. And once we get the brisket all rubbed in on the sides and everywhere else, I'll grab the bag that I got the brisket in from the butcher, and then we'll take this brisket, slide it back in the bread bag, we will sweep up all the extra spices, and then throw them in the bag around the brisket. And we'll seal the brisket up and put it in the same fridge with our turkey until tomorrow morning when we're ready to start the smoker. Anyways, we will see you in the morning when I wake up with my coffee, when we get these on the smoker. Have a great night. Good morning, everyone. It's been a long night. Woke up early. Everybody else is in bed. Came out this morning, getting everything ready for Thanksgiving. Got the smoker set to 185 degrees. It's been going for about an hour now. Threw the brisket on first thing this morning. Briskets can sit on the smoker for a long time. The brisket will be smoking for about 12 hours by the time it's done. So I got the smoker thrown on there. The smoker's going. We have an applewood pellet in our smoker. That's my favorite. You can use whatever kind of pellet you'd like in your smoker, whatever you like the flavor of. We're just going to head in now, take a look at the turkey. The turkey's been sitting in the brine in a refrigerator all night, so for about 12, 13 hours. Now it's sitting in the brine, and the brine has been doing its job, breaking down the proteins and tendons inside the turkey, trying to add moisture, make it a little more tender. I got to put the phone down because everybody else is sleeping. Nobody else hold the camera for me. I'm just going to dump the turkey out of the bucket. And then I'm going to rinse the turkey off with water to rinse some of the salt brine solution off. You don't want it too salty. And then after I've done that, I'm just going to get back to you, okay? See you in a minute. Well, there we go. Turkey's all rinsed off. We rinsed off the internal cavity, made sure we got any of the brine solution really rinsed out of there with water. Rinsed off the whole turkey, drip dried it to get as much moisture off we can. Now it's very simple. The way I'm seasoning this is I think the applewood adds a lot of flavor to it. It's been sitting in a salt honey solution for the evening, so it's got a lot of enough salt in there. You don't need to add any of that. All we're going to do is take some apples. So we have some of these apples sitting around the house, random types of apples. We're really just using them for moisture. So because the smoker will be sitting in the smoker for a long time at a lower temperature, it could dehydrate the turkey a little bit. So we're going to take a bunch of these apples, throw them in the cavities, put whatever you can fit in. So we got, I think, 3 in there, in the back cavity. We're going to throw 1 in the front cavity here. Can't do it with both hands. I'll put that in the cavity, get it all set up, and then I'll see you when we're back on the smoker. Okay. There now, all outside. Got the turkey on the smoker. Got the temperature probe stuck right in there in the thick breast meat. Will be monitored. I'd also have a temperature probe in the brisket coming back out to the control panel of the smoker here. We're going to keep this going. I'm going to monitor it for the whole day. It's a very easy process from this time forward. We're going to monitor it all day. If it needs anything, we'll do that. We'll top up the wood. Keep that going. And we're looking for an internal temperature. I believe it's 175, something like that. 168, somewhere around there. I'll check the book, make sure I get it warm enough. But really, that's what we're looking for. It's going to sit on here for about 11 hours. At the end, we might turn the temperature up a little bit if it's not cooking quite or not getting the right temperature quick enough for dinner. We do have people showing up for 6 p.m. tonight. They're going to be hungry. We need to make sure it's done by then. So we'll stop back intermittently through the day, take a look at it, see how it's going, and let you know how things are. Have a good one. Good afternoon, guys. It's getting around 2 o'clock now. The turkey has been on for about 6 hours so far. Thought I would have a little beverage while I'm waiting, doing the hard job of cooking. Haven't really done much since you left last. You can see the progress there. Nice skin on top of the turkey. It's looking really good. The brisket's looking, my God, fantastic. Have the temperature probes in there. Also, the only thing I really did was I added, if you look way back there, I added a little oven-safe tin of water in the back, just to try to keep the humidity level inside there up. So I'm just going to close that back up again. And just wait. So that's really, but now I did turn the temperature up to 225 degrees, just because I want to make sure it gets done in time. The temperature right now, we have a 160 for the turkey, 162 for the brisket. Want to get the brisket up to about 178, something like that. It'll take another couple hours for that. I'll pull that off, tent it, and let it sit for a bit. And then the turkey I want to get up to about 180. So yeah, so that's the progress now. I'm gonna have a few more beverages while I sit and wait for the turkeys to finish and the brisket to finish, and then for our guests to show up. Anyways, we'll see you when we're done. Have a good one. Hey everybody! So our dinner is done. Thanksgiving is here. We have our turkey reached the great temperature. Our brisket is ready to be cut. We have potatoes. We have our other vegetables and things. And honestly, I think it's very important that everybody just gets together. Forget about what's going on in the world. Get together, enjoy your friends and family, and remember that there's things to give Thanksgiving about. Anyways, Brian from Innisfil Creek, County. Everybody have a good one doing whatever you do in your life, and just enjoy everybody you're around. Have a great day.